everyone, welcome back to my channel after such a long hiatus, but I'm back, and I'm back to show you a new plush I finally got to finish. This character is named Stixx, and he is a furry OC of my friend Affy Arts, who agreed to do an art trade with me. And I was so happy I finally got to finish this because it took me so long to do my side of the art trade. I felt so bad, and she's just so sweet and so patient, like so incredibly patient. But yeah, I mean, for the art trade, she made two little figurines of my character Sen. And I was so excited when I saw them, and I just she made a creepy one and a cutesy one, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see them in person. But what made me feel bad, especially when I took such a long hiatus, is that what I was making her in return, which didn't seem that bad in the beginning, but I was originally gonna make her this really little size comparison of her character, and I love it. It's really cute, and she thinks it's really cute, and she wouldn't mind me finishing it and giving it to her anyway, just because. But you know, I felt like as long as I took and how adorably detailed she made her stuff, I don't know, it didn't feel like a fair trade to me. And to also help get out of my, I guess you could say, art block, when it came to making plushies, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna get all the fabric that I have, and I unfortunately didn't have the burgundy fabric I needed for the body, so I was just like, okay, let me just buy that real quick and make this, because you know, it felt like the least I could do, because I felt so bad that it took so long, and I really needed that creative flow, to get my gears working again. And you know, I made the pattern completely from scratch, and I'm actually really happy how it turned out, because it was really close to my original sketch. And I didn't think I was gonna struggle with this, because I ended up moving to a whole new house, and most of my sewing stuff was in separate boxes, and I couldn't find all my boxes. So I had my sewing machine, but no power cord and no oh my god, what's the word? The foot that you attach to keep the fabric in place while you sew. And on top of that, during the move, the needle that was already in my sewing machine was broken. So I was like, okay, I can't put it off and use that as an excuse. I'm just gonna order the needles, and while I'm waiting for those to come in the mail, I'll just make what I can by hand. And I have not sewn by hand since, I obviously sew details and stuff by hand, but an actual full plush with big pieces and stuff, I have not done that by hand since I got my sewing machine. So it was it took so long that I obviously was finally able to do it, but it was I completely forgot how long it took to sew by hand. And the entire body, actually, the underbody, the head, the whole headpiece, all the legs, the underbelly, all the paws, that completely by hand. The only thing I used the sewing machine for was to make the ears and to sew up the shape of the tail. Everything else, details in all the body, everything, the accessories, the little spikes, everything else, by hand. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself. Because, you know, I proved to myself that I can still do that by hand. It just took forever. Like, it felt like it took over a month. It probably took even longer. I felt bad that it took so long, but I'm glad that I finally did it. And, oh, I'm so happy. So, this plush is basically made out of different types of minky, I guess, and fleece. That's about it. And if you hear little chirping noises, that's my son actually behind the camera. Yeah, he doesn't talk quite yet, so his communication skills require a lot of little chirping noises, which is adorable. Oh. Yeah. That's part of my camera stand. But yeah, this is like a furry minky. This is like, it's just, I use whatever fabrics I had that matched the colors I needed. The only thing I feel like I didn't match very well was this other eye, because I think it was more of a baby blue. But it had to be a minky color, because it had to be you know, I had to match the I guess the fabric texture of the blue eye. So, and it's the same I used for the earring, and all the yellow pieces are just basically fleece. That's the only thing that was fleece on here. Actually, yeah, I think the nose was also fleece, but everything else is either minky, like the body, main color, and everything else was just different types of fleece, or furry fleece, I guess. And actually, the green I used for the tail was a throw blanket that I found at a store that, it was during the summer, so they were just basically, all their throw blankets were for sale. So I got a giant piece, to me, of green fabric for super cheap, and I loved it. Yeah. That's for the camera butt. Or the tripod. That's the computer. So this character's name, I can't remember if I said in the beginning, but his name is Stixx, Furry OC of Athy Arts. I'll put her Instagram in the description below, and I'll actually put a image of it side by side, so you can see her artwork with the plush, to see how close I got. Even though, yes, obviously it was a chibi version, but yeah. Thank you, baby. Labels over here. I made sure I got the I guess lizard pattern, because it's like a character looks like he has like he just stole a crocodile's tail or something. I don't know, but yeah, that took the longest. I also used a sewing machine to do I guess the ridges for the tail, so ridge tails, whatever the name is. The ears, I think I used it to sew the earring pieces together, and yeah, and the base of the tail, I think that was it. Actually, no, I didn't even put the tail in the sewing machine, because the fabric was getting eaten up by my sewing machine, so I had to do that by hand too. So literally only the ears and the tail base were used on the machine. Wow. So yeah, I'm very proud of how this fella turned out. Hopefully I will finish this little guy too, and send her both of them. I'll probably just send this one first and then this one later, but yeah. I'm just so happy I finally finished him. I am so eager to just mail him to her already. And like I said, I'll put her Instagram in the description below. The same with mine. And I'm so relieved actually, because this took so long and it was such a big project compared to the huge dry spell that I had, that I'm just very relieved. So that's it for now. I hopefully will make another video very shortly. Not as long as I did with this one. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. You want to say bye-bye, Papa? You gotta say it. You can't wave. They can't see your hand. I'll count that. Bye-bye, everybody.